Hi everyone, I am Rejani. When I was young, my father took me to Guruvayur, a temple town in Kerala. After praying to the Lord, we visited the Anatavalam there. The Anatavalam is a very vast area of land where wild elephants are tamed by reputed, experienced elephant trainers. And there I was very fascinated to see a baby elephant named Nandini tied to the post with an iron chain. The baby elephant was frequently trying to break the chain and to free itself, but it could not because the chain was very strong. I spoke to the caretaker and he told me that it was dangerous to let this elephant loose till it had learnt to obey the commands of its trainer. I played with Nandini for a while, fed it, and then we returned home. Many years later, we visited the Anatavalam again. And of course, the first thing I inquired about was about Nandini. And they showed me a female elephant tied to a post with the iron chain. She was so huge, she had grown so big, and I was quite afraid to go near her because she was looking awesome, majestic. And I also noticed that she was very calm, and even though she was tied with an iron chain to the post, she was no longer trying to break loose, even though just a small tug with her foot would have been enough to break the chain now, because she was much stronger than when she had been a baby elephant. But she did not attempt to free herself. She just stood there calmly, eating the palm leaves that were kept in front of her, and she looked around very majestically. I was really surprised. My father explained the concept to me. He told me when the baby elephant had been so small, it had wanted to free itself, and frequently it kept pulling at the chain. But unfortunately, it couldn't free itself because the chain was so strong. But now, after trying many times, even though it had grown so big, it was under the impression that the chain was much stronger than itself and it just could not free itself. So, even though the elephant was really stronger than the chain, now it did not even attempt to free itself or to break the chain and to come out from there. Now, how many of us are there like this? Still, after a few efforts that we have done, we think that we cannot do it and we just leave it. Just because a few attempts of ours have ended in failure, we think that we can never do it again. We fail only when we stop trying. Please remember, we do not fail until then. Once we stop trying, then we fail. Let me give you a living example. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, 12 publishers rejected her work before it was published. And had she given up, she would have lost. But finally, when her book was published, she created a record by becoming the first billionaire author. So, we have a living example itself. Thus, remember, hope, dedication, perseverance. If we have these, we can easily attain our goal and we can succeed. Thank you. Bye. See you again.